go. Yeah, you too. But we appreciate you nonetheless. All right, good thing. It's all good. We got a very good show going on here this morning in terms of content. At 8:30 this morning, we're expecting folks from the Lions Club to come in, and we're going to be talking about a special event that's coming up, as well as things that they do in the community in general. Hey, yeah, I tell them they can't just come and see me when they got things hot, so we got to be friends all the time. Yeah, all right. Good folks, good folks. You see these organizations, and you have to wish them the best, and especially in the recruiting, and to carry on the mantle of the things that they do in the community. I could call a couple other organizations and at the same time, but right now my focus is on the St. Croix Lions Club. Yes, all right. Now, who gonna be in here? In terms of honorarily in here also is the Virgin Islands Association for Independent Living. All right, all right. And when I was in St. Thomas the other day, I happened to walk in there, and at that time there was another group meeting, the MASH group, Mutual Aid and Self-Help. Yes, we independent, and we also know how to work each other in a way to get things done to our benefit, as it should be for everybody. No man or woman is an island, other than maybe in their mind. And definitely some of them can be there like that. Anyhow, I got my good friend in the studio here with me, and he did here walking his phone. Folks, ain't nobody out there know how to use an iPhone better than a person that cannot see. Okay? Do not embarrass yourself to ever challenge them. Don't do that. I'm trying to save you from yourself. Don't embarrass yourself. Good morning, Gerard.
Good morning, Don. Now, why you going to say something like that?
Because it's the truth. Because it's the truth. Listen, I watch TV, I text, I watch Netflix, all these things, folks. And I'm not making
Netflix,
fun.
Disney Plus.
So I'm telling you this
Peacock,
because today,
Paramount.
Everything is fine, and tomorrow things can change for any one of us. And having met people who were blind because of something that happened in their life, as well as those who developmental disability or straight out the womb. And to see the resilience, it should be an inspiration to everybody. It should be an inspiration to everybody. Okay? And so I am always happy to have these kind of conversations, because I want everybody to be inspired in that sense. Okay?
Well, we had a discussion the other day. But the fact of the matter is, I have to tell people, we are people too. Despite whatever disability we may have, whether it be visual, mental, physical, whatever it is, you're a person first. And the people need to realize that. Like, take for instance, you put on a pair of sneakers, right, dog? You tie your shoelace. How you tie your shoelace? You bend down, you put your hand on the lace, you pull the lace them together without watching, right? And you do your thing. But you learn that since in kindergarten, right? So why would it make a difference for someone who is blind to do it?
Well, you see, you talking common sense. But common sense, first of all, ain't so common. And to be real, a lot of people, when they come across a person with disability, they think fragility. They got to be so careful. What can they do? Da 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 da. Get out the way. Make sure they don't trip. And so it's out of, I have to say, like, caring. Sometimes we can be so overprotective and caring that common sense will go out the window.
Yeah,
That's why I don't have to tell some people take the high road and look at it differently, because what might be an irritant to you might actually be people saying I care.
Okay, like here's the irritant. Okay,
You have to bring it anyhow, right?
Here's the irritant, right? But I'm not irritated. But
You sure now?
to somebody else who's listening or don't understand, it would be an irritant.
Mm-hmm.
Another individual who's visually impaired or blind, whose name will not be called to protect the guilty.
You something else, okay? Go ahead.
We had a discussion yesterday at the MASH group.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the white cane. And the white cane is supposed to be sold with different significant striping on the bottom. Like the one that I have here, it have a red stripe to the bottom here.
Okay.
Right? So that indicates that it's the person is visually impaired.
Mm-hmm.
Means you could see a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The all white cane with no stripe means that you're totally blind. Now a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people see it's just the white cane, and all they sell is the cane with the stripe, the red stripe at the bottom. I've never seen them sell a all white collapsible cane. Okay, so the individual was saying, "Oh, but that's not a white cane." I said, "So what it is?" I said, "It is what they sell on the market." They don't differentiate. They don't make the difference. No matter if you told them you want a white cane, this is the cane that they're going to send to you.
Right.
Now, if you go to the nfb.org, which is the National Federation for the Blind, and you order the free white cane, they send you a free white cane that does not collapse, and it's a straight white cane, and it's all white.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That signifies that the person cannot see. But that's the only white cane, all white cane you're gonna get.
Well, the thing of it is, from my perspective, I don't care how white it be or how red and white it be. It means that the person is visually impaired to some degree, and my approach is to the greatest degree. Because if it turns out it's a lesser degree, that's fine.
Right.
But if I see trouble, I go and step up and say, something.
Right.
As opposed to thinking the person has a certain degree of navigation skills and vision.
Exactly.
And then an accident happens. Right?
So I told the individual that despite the difference in the canes, this is what is sold on the market. So to the public that's not like you and I that don't know, they wouldn't understand.
Well, let me tell you.
It's better to teach.
Let me put your mind at ease.
Uh-huh.
Most of we don't know nothing. And I say that, right? But then again, some don't know a little bit. And you know what it'll say, right?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of knowledge is dangerous, right?
True.
Anyhow,
that is true.
Well, we'll talk more about that later as we get down the line here.
Bring in my phone.
I want to jump into the community calendar, because there's a lot of things on the community calendar that I want to talk about, and we're going to try and hit those things before 8:30. 9 o'clock, I'm expecting some folks in here from Christianstead Community Alliance. I should say some more folks, because I'm one of them. All right, good thing. So, Gerard, I don't know if you've been watching the community calendar. I know that you don't watch everything around you all the time, but I don't know if you've been paying attention to the community calendar. But Lordy B, Just, you know, yesterday, you know, the day before yesterday was August. Yesterday was September, and tomorrow getting ready to come to be October. Yeah, we're up to the 21st.
Yes.
You know. So anyhow,
But you
looking
know,
at things on the community calendar here.
but you know the big day is October 1st.
Well, that we're gonna talk about that a little bit too.
No, no, no. That's my grandson birthday.
Oh, grandfather, grandpa.
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
I'm a proud grandpa.
Okay, all right, good thing. I'll let you get your grandpa on. Okay. All right, folks. You know, these last couple of days I've been getting a little sprinkle here and there in the east, and I'm very happy for it because Lord, it be the place too hot, and of course the plant them I want them to survive. Anyhow, you know with rain what'll come, right? Mosquito.
Mm-hmm.
So I gonna remind people again, one dragonfly could eat hundreds of mosquitoes a day. Okay? There are certain plants and things that invite and attract them. And when you see them around, don't try to catch them, knock them, or anything. Just think, that's another 1,000 mosquitoes coming from me that I don't have to worry about. Okay?
So Tuesday you got sprinkled too?
Huh?
Tuesday.
Up to this morning.
Yeah, but Tuesday afternoon when we left the meeting at Bytran, it wasn't sprinkling, you know.
Oh, what it was
It
pouring?
was pouring.
Okay, you all got it down there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I hope got it.
Yeah. Well, I remember yesterday. It might have been Tuesday too. Yeah. Heavy in the middle of the day. Yeah. Okay. Anyhow, so folks, dragonflies, you don't see them very often, but when you do, count your blessings. Leave them in peace. That's 1,000 mosquitoes that they are relieving you on. Okay. All right. Okay, folks. Now, yeah, time is flying. I see that there's a a casting call out of UVI. All right, and let me see. They have a website here called tinyurl.com/crawl casting. That's crawl like babies crawl. Crawl casting, CASTING. That's tinyurl.com/crawl casting. And definitely, if you're interested, they have parts here from persons from 18 all the way through 55. I know how they get to cut off at 55. You know, everybody complaining about Biden, but you telling me that people after 55 can't act?
They can't remember
Smart
the
or
lines.
otherwise?
They can't remember the lines.
You think so? Oh, okay. All right. You know, you hear what I say? You think I forget what you do me last night? And you remembers, and you tell you not at all. All right. But anyhow, I'm going to just talk about these characters that they have in this play. You got Jada, who is 20 to 28 years old. Feisty college junior, who is always the life of the party, has dreams of becoming a model. You've got Shanique, which is 18. They're looking for someone who would probably be around 18 to 21, who is a reserve college freshman trying to live a more adventurous life. And then you have Brian, who is between 20 and 28, is a charismatic college senior, a natural leader, but also a natural troublemaker. Okay. Then you have Devon, who is 20 to 28, serious and direct college basketball player, determined to get the things he wants, no matter the means. All right. Then you got Chris, who between 18 and 21 is a charming college junior, a ladies' man. Okay. Then you got Jed, 18 to 28, 26, around there, who's a former player determined to stay faithful to his long-distance girlfriend. Okay. Then you got Shayla, who's between 18 and 26, who's a sweet college sophomore. Her impulsiveness sometimes gets her into problems. And then they have extras who run the age gamut from 18 through 55. Okay? So, yeah. All right. We got it going on down there at UVI, folks. And I'm saying this because all of a sudden opportunities for acting are coming up left and right. So you can go to tinyurl.com/crawlcasting to check out this play that they're doing the casting call for. Okay? Now, moving right along.
You watching me?
Okay. Now they have auditions. They have auditions for this from September 18th through the 21st. All right. Okay. Now there's another movie that there's a casting call out for called Through Their Eyes, and the casting call for that is the 30th of September, and that is for teenagers, high schoolers. All right, and this is about Virgin Islands history through their eyes. So, opportunities to act, opportunities to be able to tell your history, Virgin Islands history, through their eyes. All right, good thing. So, casting call is the 30th of September. It's going to be at Grace Baptist Church West. They have a flyer going around. I know I put it on Facebook because it's an excellent opportunity. I want to make sure that 10, 15 years from now, when they're there on the stage getting the Oscar, that they call out, oh, and I want to thank Mr. Canton for giving me this flyer. I'm making sure my parents gave it to me or whatever the case may be. Yes, honorable mention. Okay, good thing. So, but Grace Baptist Church West is down in the vicinity of the market on the other side of the street. And they have directions there with the flyer that is going around. Definitely great opportunity. And I wanted to let you know that this program is not about just St. Croix. This is territory-wide. So there may be the opportunities for some characters to act between the islands as well as characters from St. Thomas and St. John. Okay? All right. Also available to act throughout the island. So, hey, it's a great opportunity. Tell your children about it. See if they're interested. You know, make sure that they get the opportunity and the exposure. All right. So, I happened to come across this thing that September 19th was the Independence Day for St. Kitts Nevis. 40 years. Interesting Caribbean history. And this morning, if you notice that your refrigerator, the egg supply going down low, always remember to check out them fresh eggs at the farmers market on Saturday. And if you can't wait till Saturday, you can call Farm Bijou at 340-332-4555. That's Farm Bijou. 340-332-4555. All right. Now, the Virgin Islands Architecture Center for Built Heritage and Crafts has been announcing that they are hiring a manager of operations and finance to work in conjunction with the board of directors and consultants to oversee renovation of the old barracks property, you know, right as you're passing downtown here by Dyer Gas Station. Yeah, okay, what's Dyer Gas Station? It's that's when you pass in the entrance to Gallows Bay, you'll see that there's actually this little restaurant that's there now.
You're telling your
And
age,
of course,
boy.
the town wheel. Okay, a lot of people don't know the town wheel, but the town wheel is next door to the gas station.
Cheese
Okay.
and bread.
But anyhow, across the street, you know, just below the Department of Education, right there, right across the street from the Marine Monument, that whole building going east. Beautiful buildings that have the opportunity for us to turn them into a school center for architecture and built heritage and crafts. Now, built heritage and crafts, we're talking about these buildings that many of our ancestors helped to build or design, but they require special crafts and skills that right now to fix them up, for a large part, we have to import people with the brains and the labor. Okay? But we have folks who are willing to learn here. So if we have our own school, we could teach our folks and they could become the professionals that serve worldwide. So folks, VI Architecture Center for Built Heritage and Crafts, yes. Just know that they're working in a circle with the VI government, UVI, the Danish government, and they want to make this happen. So hey, just think of it, that UVI could have a campus in Christiansted too. Think about it. Hey, when you go to school in the States, certain schools are located in certain areas. You want to be in a dorm in a certain area, or Airbnb, if that's the case. It might be contracted out that kind of way. But the bottom line is we want this to happen. So if you're interested in being a manager of operations and finance, to oversee the renovation, to oversee implementation of pilot internship programs, to implement strategic goals, and of course to work with the board and manage the finances, hey, make sure you get your resume in. And if you do a search on the internet, you will find the Virgin Islands Architecture Center for Built Heritage and Crafts. Yes, it started as an idea and people grabbed onto it and are moving. So folks, let's do it. All right, that's the way we do it. All right. Okay, so lots of stuff to talk about here. Business After Hours Thursday today, folks. Yes. At Victoria House in Frederickstead. Yeah, the Department of Labor and the Chamber are partnering up to put it on. So check it out this evening, 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Business After Hours at the Victoria House in Frederickstead. All right. Okay. Now, I saw this, and I'm going to mention it real quick. You know, when you drive on these roads, you see the cyclists out there from time to time. And apparently, somebody in a Honda Civic hatchback was traveling out there and knocked down two of them. Okay? Now, I understand that they had to fly them out, but that's not the point. You know, you have cars to drive careful out there anyhow. If one and cow come cross the road, your car ain't going much further. Okay, you want to make sure you drive with your eyes open and be careful. But anyhow, the person who was driving that vehicle and hit those cyclists did not stop. Okay? They did not stop. Now, they have a license plate. CHK 426. CHK 426. Now, what went through my mind immediately when I saw that is that we should be able to get from BMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, we should be able to get from there who owns that car.
Yeah, it should.
And if our police don't have access to a database of that type of information, the police should be able to, either from their car or through dispatch, find out based on a license plate who own the car, whether or not the insurance is up to date. Those two critical things. Okay? Because you just should.
Yeah, then he come up with the times because if that was a state trooper and he had that license
Oh yeah,
plate,
call right in, or go in
No,
his
right on-
vehicle right there in his
yeah.
computer in the vehicle.
yeah,
Okay?
laptop right in the vehicle and he don't know who it is.
But
He
anyhow-
could send somebody to their house right away.
In about 5. So I'm just throwing this out, folks. If you know anything about this, please say something. All right. We have going on today also a free pesticide safety and pest management training at the University of the Virgin Islands. Now, the professionals have told me that the companies here should be sending their people to these things as
Yeah.
part of their
They
continuing education and certification.
Yeah, they should.
Okay, all right. We hear the professional and here talking, right? Okay,
I've been a certified tech.
okay. For how long?
Years.
Donkey years.
Yeah.
All right, good thing, good thing. Anyhow, I am saying this is happening today. Okay, the person at UVI is Amy Dreves or Dreves or Dreves. Amy, I hope I ain't mashing up your name. But if you know somebody who in the pesticide business and you don't know that they know about this, you could tell them about this training that's going on at UVI, and they can call 340-692-4052. That's 340-692-4052. Okay? Now, okay, there's a Bayside walking tour going on Friday, September 22nd. All right, that's tomorrow. And John Fascetti gonna be out there giving a tour, and I believe that he getting ready to go off and enjoy his life in a whole bunch of other different ways. So this might be the last time in a long, 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 long time you might get a chance to go on one of these tours with him.
Rashadi retiring?
You see what you gonna say? Me say nothing about nobody. You know, maybe he get another assignment. Maybe I don't know. Me going there, okay? But all I know is that they're doing great pan and the estate all out there, and it will be very, very interesting and a kind of a once in a lifetime experience if you don't do it again. All right. So I check in my schedule to see what I could do tomorrow. Okay. Now, Gerard, the other day we talked about this brunch and drag show that they have coming up, okay, on September 23rd. That's the Saturday. They got that's at Sandcastle on the beach, okay. So they got 2 show times, one at 10 and one at 12:30, and you could have brunch for $30 and the show. Okay, and you know, I just sharing that for those folks who could use the entertainment and the laughs. Hey, you know, Liquor Mini, send her regards to come on out and check, and Penelope and Mercury Rising. Hey, you know, ain't no different than going and seeing King Kong for plenty, or better yet, my other friend King Generic. Man, he put a proper play up on Chucky. I tell you, I complete to the outfit and everything.
Yeah,
you know?
I remember that.
So if you're up to the entertainment, it's going on. All right? All right. Okay, good thing.
See what I can't see, so.
All right. Now, we've also got the Virgin Islands University Center for Excellence in Development, otherwise known as VIU said, and they're announcing the upcoming training for Tuesday, September 26th. Yes, and it's going to be online, and it's been in conjunction with and about the Florida Virgin Islands Deaf Blind Collaborative. Okay? And last but not least, I got a whole bunch more things going on the calendar, but I got my guests are here and I got to bring them in. All right? But I had to mention this one because all children, young and old, love to play. All right? And September 30th is the celebration of Worldwide Day of Play. Okay, with the Children's Museum. of St. Croix. Okay, so I'm just telling you about it. It's going to be at Fort Frederick. They're working with DPNR to do that, among other folks that are helping to sponsor and support. All right, Worldwide Day of Play.
I need to go there.
I don't care how young I be. I love to play. Okay.
Yeah, I need to go play too.
I don't have to come out to play. I could stay in to play. I could go across the street to play. I could go down the hill to play. But it's about play. Gotta enjoy life, Mister. Enjoy life. Last I know, it's only one go wrong. Cause the next one, if we have another one, they tell us whether it come or whether or not we got a ticket for that bus, train, or whatever. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to get that one in there for the children. Okay. And we got some guests to come in here. So if they hear my voice, they could make their way in, but I can go and get them anyhow. But I got this one song here, and I have a duty to play it. So let me see if the Jumbi them working with me today.
Watch now. Image. We back again. We got another little quaver for you. Balance it. Aye. You thought it was good the first time? Man, we had so much fun, we could do it again. Hello, my people. How you doing today? It's been a long time coming, what I have to say. Look at our culture, things are not the same. Let's not sit down and do nothing while it go down the drain. Please help me. Let's not for the masqueraders, the musician and mass makers. All the way. Hey. Look around, the hearts are dying. We must prevent this from happening. Start today. Fight for your culture, work for your culture, enjoy your culture. Together, worship your culture, learn from your culture, stay with your culture forever. All these European dishes, I just can't explain. What happened to fungi, dumpling and Johnny cake, yam dashing and sweet potato, cassava and plantain? Help me. Callaloo fried fish to kuna. Wash it down with some brown soda or some lemonade. Sorrel, sour, sap, passion fruit. Salted boiled fish and red bean soup. Fruit and guava berry. Fight for your culture, work for your culture, enjoy your culture. Together, worship your culture, learn from your culture, stay with your culture forever. Local heroes recognize their contributions to their heritage. The Hamilton Jackson, Elmo Plaskett, Doc James, Rodney Chabot, Henry Rosen, Alexander Moorhead. Continue. David Canigata Sr., Harris Clark and Joe Christopher, Al McBain. Gerard Edward Hendricks, Gracie Julian Jackson. Fight for your culture, work for your culture, enjoy your culture. Together, worship your culture, learn from your culture, stay with your culture forever and ever. Don't forget our great mass makers. Simon and Anita Christian, Magnus Holiday. Jeff Owens Bailey. Mr. Thomas One Man Man, Stick It Up, Rudy Shelterbrand, Ohalo Williams, Blinky, James E, Joe Paris, Edward Simmons, Lloyd Graffett, Archie Thomas, King Derby, Wesley Thomas, Milo, Stanley, Great Chanel, Leona Watson, Miss Harris, Willie White, Beryl Francis, Ethel McIntosh, and many more, too numerous to mention. Brownie, we thank you. Good thing.
All right, good thing, folks. Good thing. It's always a good thing. Yes, and here
you bring back my
we
mic?
go.
Yeah,
All
I think
right.
it would be good.
Yes. All right. Invite you to join the St. Croix Lions Club and the Virgin Islands Association for Independent Living invite you to join them for their annual White Cane Safety Day activities, Friday, October 13, 2023 at 10 a.m. at the Eliza McBean Clock Tower in Frederiksted. There will be presentations on the history and use of the white cane and an appreciation walk with the blind on the streets of Frederiksted. Mark your calendar, Friday, October 13th at 10 a.m. See you there. Oh, yeah, folks. All right. I got a full house here. A full house for those of you who are watching on WSTX on Facebook and everybody who listening and imagining. I got a full house here. Man, all 50 of the members of the Lions Club fit into this little 4x8 room that we're in, okay?
Wait on silent.
So,
This way.
we're here to have a good conversation, but it sound like a damn history classes, man. I asked my son if he, if I was supposed to be going to school with he today because it sound like it coming. But anyhow, I have the Lions Club in here this morning.
St. Croix Lions Club.
St. Croix Lions Club. Okay, I stand corrected. Okay, and
Twisted.
the important thing is that they do positive things in the community. When you see them out there on the road with the yellow vest on and whatever decorations they have or don't have at the time, you see them out there, it's people about the village doing stuff in the community. The challenge is that these great organizations here, you don't see them, but sometimes you don't really hear them. And I say, hey, come on in, folks, blow your horn. Let's talk about what you do in the community. But in particular, we have an event coming up. You heard the ad just now for the White Cane Safety Day, which is kind of what I call their baby, because on that day they do some very special things in the community. But with no further ado, we got more than enough microphones. I'm going to turn it over to them and we're going to run with it. Station belongs to you now.
Good morning to the listening audience. My name is Hugh Sanchez. I'm president of St. Croix Lions Club. And today we're here to talk a little bit about this activity we have with the White Cane Day celebration coming up on October 13th. We have been doing this project with the VI Association of Citizens for Independent Living for the past 16 years, and we plan to continue supporting our people here on the island. At this time, I have my chairman, Mr. Lucien Dongs, who will give you a little history and a little talk about what the program entails, and we take it on from there.
Okay, Mr. Don, grab the mic and let's go.
Yeah.
Pull one of the mics. No, this one. Pull this one. This one is easier.
Good morning, listening audience. Lucien Downs here. I'm the chairperson for the St. Croix Lions Club hearing, sight, and people living with disabilities. And this is going to be, unlike what our president said, this is our 17th annual White Cane celebration. And we have been collaborating with the VI Association for Independent living for that time. And every year we try to make the activity a little more festive and better, despite what we have to deal with some of our members that has issues that are unresolved for the most part. And this partnership grew out of a common goal by the VI Association for Independent Living and the St. Croix Lions Club to ensure that the VI government is aware of the needs of island residents living with disabilities and that they are afforded the same rights as their stateside counterparts in their quest to live independently. Because of our joint advocacy, some great things has happened. Through one of our local senators, several laws were adopted to make their lives easier, especially to ensure their mobility in traffic. One law that helped in this regard was the one to motorists that say all white cane users have the right of way in traffic. The St. Croix Lions Club erected signs in the town of Christiansted to advise motorists about this law. Throughout the years, the St. Croix Lions Club has been at the forefront in this effort of public education regarding the plight of island residents living with disabilities, especially blindness. During our yearly White Cane Safety Celebration, there is a walk with the blind in traffic under police escort to highlight our advocacy. Several attendees with vision allowed themselves to be blindfolded and walk in the procession so that they could fully understand what it means to be blind. This project is fully funded by the club, and other Lions Club are invited to participate as well. The program features presentations by the club members regarding our association involvement with the blind, beginning with Helen Keller, addressed to Lions International in 1925, asking our association to become Knights of the Blind in their fight against darkness. So that gives you a little insight as to what we do and what we try to, or the message that we try to send out to the St. Croix community. And we have simple things that we like to see happen, and one of them is to afford blind people all the privileges that you will afford a sighted person, and to ensure that you help them in every way possible in their struggles.
Okay. Well, something you didn't mention, and I'm going to point out to the public, is that when they're on the road there on the Miracle Mile,
right,
we have some signs there, compliments of the St. Croix Lions Club. I want to say we have, and in one case we had. Anyhow, I'm going to tell the story as I know it. When you're coming over the hill from Five Corners and you pass the legislature, if you look to your left, there's a sign there. Somebody went and put a bump post that kind of in the line of sight of it, and we'll work around that some kind of how in the future and maybe relocate the sign accordingly, about the white cane law. Okay? Now, we have a celebrity here in this room with us here who used to make a pilgrimage down the hill from the legislature. Okay? And, it got to be so, it's like people kind of start timing their life, or they had to make sure they were at the right point and time because they had to see this sight when this gentleman coming down and crossing the road and everything else. Everything was stopped just for him. They had to have no law. It had gotten to be like that. But let's focus on the signs. The signs are there. The one by the legislature is there. The other one was located across the street from the bus stop shanty there on the corner by Vitraco Mall. If you don't know where Vitraco Mall is, just think in terms of across the street is the court, and right across the street is the library. The library is in Vitraco Mall. Okay? And across the street there was the other sign, so if you're coming from Christiansted, you could see it. Well, there was some construction going on, and as I recall it, it was WAPA involved in this construction, and the sign disappeared. Okay? So I have reached out to them and said, will you check, please, and see if among the things you have in your yard is the sign? But, don't mean to be gross, but they ain't fought on me. Okay? Ain't nothing back
They did
yet.
not respond.
Okay? They did not respond. I had to get my cruising in there. You know, I hear that
But
one a long
remember,
time.
we came across a video when we were doing some stuff
Yes, yes,
with the
but
sign on the video.
yes,
Did you send them that video?
I send them the video and more,
Okay.
including the sign on the other end, so they realize it's complimentary signs.
Right, and I have pictures of that I can share with you.
Right,
as well.
your picture, yeah, your
additional
picture. I send them your pictures that you send me. I send them video with you walking and everything. I made sure that the message was clear. So I will communicate with them again. But you know, the time is always right to do right. Maybe if they can't find it, maybe they can make a donation toward its replacement or something. And we would want them to be there when it's installed and everything else. Because the same way we could beat up on them, the same way we could say thank you for helping us out in the process. Okay. Anyhow, let me get off the soapbox here because we are on a
Yes.
schedule here. Gentlemen, talk to us.
Brian Evans.
I've got some information here from the organization known as the National Federation of the Blind. It's an article that deals with one word. That word is courtesy. And it says courtesy rules for blindness. And I'm going to try to explain it to you as I go along. And it doesn't have the person who did it, but it's coming under the umbrella of the National Federation of the Blind. And it says courtesy rules of blindness. It reads, I am a blind person. Please say hello and get to know me. I want people to feel comfortable around me. Here are some tips. C. Cane. My cane or guide dog is my independent travel aid. If you think I might need help, please just ask me. O. Ordinary. Blind people are ordinary. It feels awkward if you think I am amazing when I accomplish ordinary tasks like walking or tying my shoes. I also like ordinary things and have ordinary hobbies. It is okay to be amazed if I do something really exceptional. U stands for understood or understand. I may not recognize your voice. If I don't know you well, please say hello. It is content. Remember, which is R, I may have some sight, but use non-visual techniques and tools like a cane because it works best for me. Sometimes people think I am faking because I see a little, but I'm just picking techniques that are most efficient and safe in light of my vision. T, remember I'm going through courtesy. T, talk. Please talk to me rather than a companion. And there is no need to speak up, so just use your normal speaking voice and talk with me like you would talk with any other person. E, experience. I probably have years of experience using non-visual techniques to live my life. Feel free to ask me how I do something or how best you can assist me if help is needed. S. C. It's okay to still use words such as see and look. I will talk with you like everyone else, although I may not be able to make direct eye contact. Remember, I am sightless. Y. The last word, letter in the courtesy words. That stands for yield. Yield, give way. In all 50 states, the law requires drivers to yield the right-of-way when they see my extended white cane or guide dog. Only the blind may legally carry white canes. I listen to traffic patterns to know when to cross streets, and to keep a straight line when moving forward. I'm going to repeat that again because that's very important. I listen to traffic patterns and know when to cross streets and when to keep a straight line when moving ahead. Thanks for reading about me. I look forward to getting to know you. For more information about the courtesy, rules of blindness, gifts, bequests, gifts, and so on, you can contact this organization by the following contact, and that's National Federation of the Blind, 200 East Wells Street in Jernigan Place, Baltimore, Maryland. The telephone number, I'm going to repeat this twice, telephone number particularly, 410-659-9314. Again, 410-659-9314. The email address is N as in Nancy, F as in Francis, B as in boy, at N as in Nancy, F as in Frank, B as in boy.org. Thank you very much. That's the information on courtesy for the blind.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
National Federation of the Blind. NFB.org.
NFB.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. NFB.org. Okay.
National Federation for the Blind.
For the blind.
For the blind.
For the blind.
All right. Well, folks, we're working up toward October 13th, Friday, October 13th, which is a day that we will be having the annual White Cane Safety Day activities. As a matter of correctness, National White Cane Safety Day is the 15th. That's a Sunday.
Right.
Right.
Okay, but of course, we're not competing with anybody going to church or having the Sunday dinner with family or World Food Day or whatever.
Right.
And we figure we're going to catch everybody when out and about on the Friday.
Exactly.
So, Friday, October 13th, 10 a.m. down in Frederickstead. If you're at the Eliza McBean Clock Tower, you're in the right place. That's where we will be. All right. All right. And I want to give a special shout out to the folks at VIA, because if you see the advertisement on TV, on cable, you'll know that it is out of their support as a corporate citizen that they are supporting us in what we're doing here. All right. And I tell everybody all the time, you know, find your niche, find that organization you want to get involved with and make a difference in the community.
Exactly.
We got plenty to complain about, but the main and important thing is who's out there doing something about those things, right? So become part of the solution.
Not
All right.
part of the problem.
All right. So if I can just, in a roundabout way, a kind of little moment of silence here, I want to play the ad again so that people can hear it. Okay. The St. Croix Lions Club and the Virgin Islands Association for Independent Living invite you to join them for their annual White Cane Safety Day activities, Friday, October 13, 2023 at 10 a.m. at the Eliza McBean Clock Tower in Frederickstead. There will be presentations on the history and use of the white cane and an appreciation walk with the blind on the streets of Frederickstead. Mark your calendar, Friday, October 13th at 10 a.m. See you there. Yes, folks. See you there. Friday, October 13th at the Eliza McBean Tower. Can't miss us. We're gonna be there in numbers. We're gonna be there in colors. We're gonna be there and invest. We're gonna be there in some cases in spirit. And I throw that out because we have some very dear friends who are departed, who were there in past years, and we can remember them in the pictures that we have and everything else, you know. But definitely, you know, I'm so happy to have you guys in here, and I'm sure there are other things that you're doing in the community from time to time, and I want you to know that our doors are open. Okay, so it don't have to be just because of White Cane Safety Day activities.
I'm going to leave you a list of our activities.
All right.
Put it in your pocket when you get a chance to take a look at it.
Okay, I'm put it in pocket, and I'm gonna put it on the computer, and I'm gonna put it in my calendar so we can keep it going just like that. Most definitely. And I tell every nonprofit in the Virgin Islands that's doing the great work that they're doing in the community that you got to blow your horn. You got to blow your horn. There's somebody out there who's going to say, hey, I like what they do. I might want to be a member of that organization, you know, in that sense. So we have to talk about what we do. And also, so that especially the corporate world. Un momento, coming to you. Okay, in the corporate world, can be aware, and the community can be aware. So when we have to do fundraising, that they know it's not about for material things, it's about investment, if you want to call it reinvestment in the community. I want you to change seats here for a quick second. Bring him up to the mic. Bring him up to the mic.
Change seats.
Oh, somebody is coming?
No,
No.
not you, not you.
No,
Yes, you.
Sanchez, change seats.
We want to reach the Spanish
I,
community.
exactly. I want him to. Let's go.
Pablo is gonna-
Muy buenos días
Buenos
a
días.
todos en la cabina. Mi nombre es Lion Pablo Rojas y estoy aquí para dar una pequeña información en español porque sabemos que hay oyentes también en el idioma español. Es para invitarlos, como todos los años, a la caminata del bastón blanco, que quiere traducido es de White Cane. Es el St. Croix Lions Club, el club de leones de Santa Cruz, los invita a esta caminata el día viernes 13 de octubre, viernes 13 de octubre a las 10 de la mañana en la Torre del Reloj en Feather State. Están todos invitados, un programa bastante ameno y no se pueden perder porque ahí están los leones con su indiscutible y reconocible vestimenta, que es el chaleco amarillo. El chaleco amarillo y todos las banderas y los distintivos del club. Así que no olviden la caminata por en la Torre de Reloj en Feather State, la caminata de bastón blanco el día viernes 13 de octubre a las 10:30 de la mañana. Están todos invitados.
Gracias.
Gracias.
I am.
Okay,
I
thank
am
you so much.
Very thankful that you are here to definitely put that seasoning on what we're doing here today to
How
make
can
sure
you
that
ask me to do that?
you know.
Well, the fact is
Are you
that-
a member? Gentlemen, have you recruited him yet?
Close.
Hey, listen, I ain't been a member, but I've been part of the YKND.
From the inception.
No. For you guys are doing it, this is your 17th annual?
Yes.
I've been doing it for the past 10 years.
We remember you well.
Huh?
We remember you well.
You remember me?
Yeah. You're
See?
the pictures here, man.
All right.
So
well,
we
good.
have to make sure that we reach out to everyone in the community, including the Hispanic community, because we know we have a lot of Hispanic people out there who don't speak English. So we try to reach everybody, and we encourage everybody to please come out and
And be involved.
show your kindness and show people that they appreciate it, and
Right.
in spite of
I-
their disability.
I have a
And
question.
there, well, before you get to your question, there's a bigger part of it too. You know, one of the challenges in our community, we used to have an attitude in the community, okay,
Yeah.
about stay home, keep them at home, okay. A person that's blind or otherwise visual impaired is a person like anybody
Everybody else
else,
except for that.
okay. They like to go shopping, okay. They like to go movies. All right, they like to come out to the concerts, all of those things. And so in the process, we have people sometimes who are going through whatever changes and are reluctant to come out. We want you to bring them out, encourage them to come out. Know that there are people out here, caring, loving, and community people who want them to be out there with them. Okay? This gentleman here is always a shining example. He's a walkabout about the place. He did all kind of place, all kind of hours and things. People want to report me for having me out there them kind of hours, and sometimes when we go
They're
to
gonna report
concerts.
you when I drop you home and go with the kid.
Okay, all right.
My
Okay.
question is,
Mhm.
okay, you know they say you must honor the 11th commandment, right? Which is never miss a free. In the past, you guys have given out free white canes. Are you guys going to be doing that this year?
Yes.
Okay. So the public know if you're blind and you need a white cane, you come out, you get a free white cane.
And the public is invited to donate if they want to, white canes, so that nobody is left behind. And if you want to donate a white cane, you can call my number. It's 361-726-2077. And my name again is Hugh Sanchez. So please, we're asking the public, we need all the help that we could get. We do a lot in this community, and it all has to do with we getting support from the community and giving it back to those in need. So we always ask for your contribution, for your help, and making somebody else's life a little easier, a little happier.
Okay. Well, I took the liberty to look at your schedule here, and I see that after the 13th, between the 18th and the 21st, you're going to be doing vision screening for students at Lumockel School. All right. So definitely, either we'll talk about it on our community calendar so that we'll keep reminding folks about that. But also, I think we need to make a date so we could talk about some of the things on your calendar going all the way up to December, so that we not only have it in the community calendar, but I want you guys, whoever want to come as your reps.
We adopted that school also.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
So while you're there with this calendar, tomorrow we are donating school items for the K9 kids tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and it's something we do every year, and we will be doing that tomorrow.
Where?
At the Lumockel Elementary School.
At the Lumockel Elementary School. All right. Fantastic. So, folks, if you see a lot of traffic there, you know what's going on. The St. Croix Lions Club is in the house at Lumockel School. All right. Fantastic. And, you said you're part of the example to others. Adopting a school, adopting a corner, whatever you get involved in, it makes a difference toward quality of life for everyone in the process. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad you guys came in here, and I'm looking forward to this event on Friday, October 13th, White Cane Safety Day, to be out there with you and helping you document some of what's going on. And by the way, everything that we're doing here is being streamed live, so those who have a radio, those who have a car radio, their phone, whatever, and it's also on Facebook, so folks on Facebook can see it. And also we have the video, so it's something that you can add to your archives, also going down the road. Yeah, it's important that we take pictures and record these things, because when I'm going through the pictures that you sent me, and I'm seeing these people, friends of mine, who are no longer here, and it's like things that you do sometimes, sometimes you think people disgusting because they're taking a selfie. No. It's important. It's important. It's I said disgusting. What I mean is like things are getting style, and it's like everybody doing it, and it just like remember when the bypass had first opened up. Hundreds of people always walking back and forth on the bypass. The health thing was really in, and it's like I guess all of them get healthy. They don't need to come back. Anyhow, it's all good. I want to thank you all for coming in here again today, and I'm looking forward to White Cane Safety Day and all the other things that the St. Croix Lions Club is involved in here doing for the community.
Right.
All right.
We serve.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Zvaya for their support in our community efforts. Also, I'd like to thank Senator Frankie Johnson. He has been with us for many years in supporting this event, and we still look forward to him and any other senator who wants to contribute towards it. We always looking for help. So please, if you are listening, we are always open for help in this community. And what we're looking forward to on White Cane Day is for some members of the community to put a blindfold and walk with the blind, so you get an idea of what they go through
On a daily basis.
on a daily basis. So thanks again to WSTX.
WSTX.
WSTX, Mr. Doug Canton for having us here, and we look forward to being on the radio station again with more information. Mr. Evelyn, he's a member of the VI Association for Independent Living. So thanks him again for being always there with us in our venture. Thanks.
All right,
You're welcome.
fantastic. And let me play this again for the listening public. The St. Croix Lions Club and the Virgin Islands Association for Independent Living invite you to join them for their annual White Cane Safety Day activities, Friday, October 13, 2023 at 10 a.m. at the Eliza McBean Clock Tower in Frederiksted. There will be presentations on the history and use of the white cane and an appreciation walk with the blind on the streets of Frederiksted. Mark your calendar, Friday, October 13th at 10 a.m. See you there. All right, folks. I will see you there.
Thank you very much.
Creator willing.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you
Muchas
for coming in.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Good
for
thing.
having us.
Thank you, boss.
Yes, folks.
Anyway,
WSTX.
Complete that video.
All right. Good thing. Oh, we're ready. In fact, while I have you here, we need to set up a date with the Virgin Islands Finest, the police department. Folks, we're working on something, a little special something that's going to help in this particular area. So we just have to set up a date. It may not be on a meeting date though, because just to take a little picture footage,
Exactly.
teamwork type of thing.
Okay.
All right, good.
And
thing.
I will work on moving that sign up there, and then we can look at getting another one for the area. They can't find it.
We can't wait on Wapa. All right,
What your first name?
Doug or Douglas, either which one. Doug. Yeah. All right, good thing.
Muchas gracias. Huh?
My pleasure. My pleasure.
All right, take care.
All right, folks, this is what it's all about. When I say community-minded station, folks, this is what it's all about. So now, I'm just looking out for my folks here from the Caribbean Museum, Christian said Community Alliance. I got Christian said the Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts on the brain because of some things that they have going on the community calendar that I didn't quite get to yet. So, but it's about that time. So we're going to take a break for the folks who advertise on WSTX and otherwise support this community-minded program that we do here.
This is AM 970 WSTX.
Now that summer is over and children are heading back to school, drivers need to use extra caution.
Oliver Exterminating.
Reminds you to stop for school buses that are loading and unloading students. Obey all school zone speed limits and crossing guards. Watch for school buses stopping. Be on the lookout for children darting out into the street. And remember, if you're driving your own children to school or anywhere, make sure that everyone buckles up. It saves lives. This message is brought to you by
Oliver Exterminating. Located Peters Rest, St. Croix. Call 340-773-1630 for more information.
When it's time for bug eliminating, Oliver Exterminating. When island pests become unwanted guests, you need number one, the island's best.
After 30 years of business, Oliver Exterminating knows how to get rid of your bugs. Guaranteed. In St. Croix or St. Thomas, Oliver Exterminating.
They have the Espanol in pest control. Oliver Exterminating's the best. To get rid of bugs and all of your pests.
AM 970 WSTX, Christiansted, Frederiksted, and the Virgin Islands.
I gotta leave my number road. I'll always play the VI lottery for sure. A wave of opportunity to win some more. Don't miss your chance, 'cause it could be
down to the lottery. Virgin Islands lottery. I feel the luck of the lottery. When I win with the lottery. I heading down to the lottery.
News Talk for the Virgin Islands. AM 970 WSTX.
Boom. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Yeah, I got some family in the house this morning, folks. Yeah, I was home alone for a little bit. Now I got family in the house, but I really shouldn't say alone. We had the St. Croix Lions Club holding down the fort in the meantime. Okay, okay, can you all hear me fine? Okay, I'm not hearing. Okay, engineer? Engineer, okay, let me make sure that the sound is right. Okay. In. Okay, listen, call Jennifer if you don't mind. Okay, we have a very exciting organization. I call it exciting. If you live in Christiansted, in the Christiansted area, you can't help but be excited with the Christiansted Community Alliance, because it is about all things Christiansted, helping to the development in Christiansted, and we are kind of bursting at the seams to talk to you, especially since we had COVID. Oh, it needs to be turned on there? Okay. Oh, that's the sound.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the
all right. Okay. All right. You see, it's always a machine fault, you know. Okay, hear me fine? And I had the sound turned down, so when you were talking, let me hear a big hello from each one of you.
Good morning, Doug. Hello.
Morning, morning. Okay, I know I got you now. Okay, good thing. Good thing. All right. So, I don't know if you got a chance to catch a little bit of what we were talking about earlier, but the folks from the St. Croix Lions Club were in earlier, and we're looking forward to what we have to talk about here today. As you see me, I have my hands full, so Mary, please take the lead.
Okay. Good morning, Doug. Good morning, Monique, and good morning to the audience listening and viewing. We are members of the State Community Alliance. I'm putting a back feed. Are you hearing that?
Is it gone now? Is it gone now or still
It's
there?
a delay. No,
It's gone?
I'm getting a delay on my.
Okay, don't worry about the delay. Just go ahead and speak.
Oh, okay. It's a little distracting, so if I go off subject, you'll know why. But anyway, we are Christian Stead Community Alliance, and it is made up of a board. We are an established 501c3. We go back as early as 2012. We were not formally formed at that time, but we started with the initiative in which was to decorate our town after the closure of so with that we collaborated with other groups. We had volunteers come in, and we about a year later formed the Christian Alliance. With the idea of just doing what we can to bring attention to the public of the aspects of Christian State Town that we wanted to highlight, what we wanted to foster community participation. And over the years, we developed quite a few different events. But what I'd like to do is, I guess, back to our board. So I am Mary board president, and then Vivian Evison Flood is on the board, and she is our acting treasurer, and she is our secretary. Right here with us today is Monique, and she is on our board and also the author of Company Street Chronicles. So she has done several interviews in the last couple of years of different new shops and old businesses on Christian State. And then Doug, of course, you are on our board and have for quite a few years. And we have also Austin Moorhead. We have Antoinette Gaspard is new to our board this year, as is Sophie Queen. And also Jack Pedrone, who joined our board about a year and a half ago. I do want to mention Isabel Beauty was on our board for about 10 years and did retire in 2022. Kirsten Peterson has been on our board, Revere Foss, excuse me. So that's sort of a background of who we are, and we can talk about our history and background, but I want to have Monique and Doug both be able to express some of their interest in CCA and what we are all about. So I'm going to go over to Monique.